Like, these guys are still going. Look at this. No, here. This one.
I think you specifically could do it. I don't know. I'm not making that.
However, like 3 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago, something magical happened.
There is sex. And so, like, the parents laid down these firm rules to her, and she broke them because she was in a car accident. And then in the hospital, they discovered that at 14, she's pregnant. So, and now it was Grim Distress. And so it was very good in that the parents kind of had then to take on the wisdom to say, this is something we can't be angry about right now, because she sort of level jumped and, okay, now you've been pregnant. Now you've been in a car accident. Spirit is a much more costly path than law. We have a number of new entries into here.
So
sorry to step on your live stream, Grizz.
No, I wasn't ready today anyway. But you guys need savings throws, and you called for more ritual when you shared this to your audience. But I'm ready-ish now. Look, we got a weird new background. What's that about, Grim? Well, see here. Nobody, you're not going to hear anything, but real quick, look at this. I've thrown that Grail Country logo into the AI several times, trying to come up with something cool, and that's one of them. And it's a new background because we have so many new brandings. I just started a new thing in StreamYards. So some are missing, but some are here. Welcome. This is the Envy stream. And it looks like I did manage to. Who's in front? Load up the thumbnail for it. This is what I put in the words envy, comma, space, portrait into the AI slave bots, and this is what it got. This is what the oracular answer to such a prominent question was. Yeah, we hope you're feeling virtually not alone. And as it turns out, if you're now one of the fancy pants joined members of the YT Shadow Cabal, the YouTube Shadow Cabal, you should be able to make where is it? Oh, is it an asset? Yes, it's in the assets. Hey, buddy. I did not load this into the stream beforehand, but I did load. Stop it! This for you to watch while I will save the rest of that for later. I found what I was looking for. The virtually not alone bubble should now be able to be put into the Hive Mind chat with the magic of the membership. Isn't that something you'd pay for? Welcome. We don't have the. To get the, why don't we? All right, this one new. Yeah. Let's do the official start of the show now, eh?
Oh, welcome. I hope you're feeling virtually not alone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know if anybody's even listening right now. Like these voices in the background makes them feel virtually not alone. Your host, General Griswold Gaius, member of the First Blood Regression Protocol and a member of the Fraternal Regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy. On behalf of the Sacred Order of Foolish Transparency, as with the film, we have some all-stars in the Hive Mind today.
Remember, everybody, Space Force is real. Very, very real. This is the Envy stream. Here's, in case you don't know, in case you just wandered in off of the street like a person who wanders in off of the street to places. I do this streams like mostly every day, usually a couple hours earlier. But today, what happened was, not only was Luke in my normal time spot, but Pastor Paul jumped on with him and then rebroadcasted to the basically the he's the whatever of the corner, that one of the, I'm not sure what the official position is, but Bigwig is close enough. And since he broadcasted on his stream and it said ritual, I hopped on to give them savings throws. Here, if you've never seen it before, here's what it looks like, and then we'll do them for this stream because it's fun to roll the dice. So shouldn't that happen immediately?
Yours is one of. I was going to make a comment that yours is one of the most ritualized channels we have in this flotilla.
Pray for us now. Pray for us in the hour of our need, Grim.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of mind control going on, especially with your horrible misuse of the NPC terminology. So I'd like to give everybody a chance to have a savings throw against the mind control by choosing either survival, social, wisdom, or heart as your participatory buy-in. And if it's over 10, you take half damage, under 10, full damage from the mind control. But at least some of us here want what's best for you. Survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Choose. Oh, Indigo out the box. Survivalist, Prime 17. Socialist, number 9. Lovers of wisdom, you made it. That's a 10. Heart folks, you got only your 4 chambers. You're going to need some bonuses. I'll give you a +5 to your saves if you chat in Pastor Paul's or Grail Country's Hive Mind chat during this stream. Because I'm so beneficent, I'll tell you here and now. Thank you, Marty, for the donation towards the Get Grim to Chad's Dinner Fund. Chad, on the other hand, is saying things in the hive mind, such as, actual random confession for the day. I hope that I'm considered Grimgrizz's actual friend in real life. Does that make me weird? That's not what makes you weird, my friend, but no, this. Every moment you spend staring into the set on the internet is still your real life. That's what you're really doing. That's what you're really doing. Now, if anybody is acting like your friend and is not your friend, it's just a matter of takia, and people do that whether or not they're Muslims. So, no. But if somebody's a member of the Sacred Order of Foolish Transparency, then clearly, if they weren't actually, they didn't like you, they'd tell you. And now the savings throws for this stream, where you get to choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart, against the mind control I use on you to extract money and all sorts of other things. The gamble is whether or not what I would do with your attention is better than what the other people would do with your attention. And I appreciate you making it. Yes, I appreciate you choosing survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Yeah. Oh, survivalist. Coming in strong. 18 on the self-dive stand-in. Socialists. That's a 3 for you today. Lovers of wisdom. Just the 8 of you. Heart folks, Prime 17, strong after what the horrors you endured during the rest of that live stream, as I checked in to see. And Indigo Kids, you got a 7. Oops, wasn't supposed to show you, but you also got a 7 on the roll I didn't mention on this stream here. So,
are we streaming on Grail Country too? Is this 3 channels at once streaming?
Well, I usually do it on my channel in Grail Country because that's the only way that I can really participate there outside of commenting, because I can never coordinate times to talk with anyone.
You do it because nobody watches your channel.
Oh, what, Schweizer? What'd you say?
Never coordinate times to talk with anyone.
You do it because nobody watches your channel.
Well.
Now, I guess they're still going. This was 2.5 hours from whenever they're at right now, and it lasts until right about here.
Also, before you go, Joseph, it's nice to meet you. Oh, he kicked me.
He took himself out.
BBK, I don't think I've ever met you before. I'm Jason, by the way. I've been floating around the Discord for a long time now. But I've met all these other
You
guys.
kind of met him throughout me. He's part of me. He's colonized my mind to some degree.
I'm trying. Anyway.
If you ever need to talk about Ecclesiastes with someone, Jason's your guy.
If you ever need to talk about Ecclesiastes with somebody, Jacob's your guy. Oh, card for the show is 9 of Hearts. Luke's channel, you ask. You ask about Luke's channel, McMo. It is Luke Thompson. Let me grab you one of them fancy links while I get off of this. Get off of this here. I mean, I'd watch them on Grail Country, but you know, literally, if you want
it's the same thing. If you can receive,
if you want every piece, you can find it right over here. Right over here, gents. Gents. Did I load gents, or is it in the other one? No, it's in the other one. Well, let's just strut then. Hello. I see the assassin. I see the assassin. I see the Wow, I was so busy rocking out to that, I was not prepared to come back. Should we go again? Get back on track. Hey, Ups, that's a nice little tree emoji you made there. That's a nice little tree. Okay, no, you're complete. What? Oh, right. I wanted to. I wanted to offer a +7 to next stream saves for whomever finds my exit from that live stream this morning that appears to still be ongoing. I pulled the card and it happened to be the Joker, and I want that for safekeeping. Let's finish the samurai. Thank you, Franco. So it is that you are riding the crest of time, that every meme lord prior to now is terribly envious of the means of production you have at your fingertips, as is being discussed in the hive mind between channel members Marty and Chad the Alcoholic about how all of Chad's fancy pants brandings that he's donated to the Virtually Not Alone experience have been made on his iPhone. The Suicide Nets one, but it's got superpowers. I don't know whether or not such capabilities exist for the Android phones, but it is true that especially as far as meme lords and mind control and clip kings and that sort of thing, it is the time for the army of the 12 lobster monkeys. And we have the weapons. And apparently the left is bad at using them. But remember, whenever you hear the phrase the left or the right, they really usually mean Americans and or the same bird. And it's just the next level of kayfabe. Really. The important thing is that you are the light in the darkness for those you can shine on, and to the extent they get you to focus your light on things outside your zone of proximal influence. Well, at least you're here, where we're coming together and learning about it together. And then shut up, Graham. Here's a card for the show from the Michigan deck, the 8 of diamonds. Let's peacock again. Hello. I see the assassin. I see the assassin. I see the assassin. Ah, look, it's that terrible, terrible thumbnail, Envy, with the phrase "who's in front" on it. I want to go over the phrase "who's in front" because it came from that stream we were just talking about that I dive bombed in the morning and they went on for another 3 hours. That somewhere in there when I had checked in, I think it was Joseph was saying how like they were talking about everything working out with this side and this side both going in together, and one guy was like, "Who's in front?" And I was like, "Wow, that's like pretty on the nose for that Envy channel topic you wanted to do today." And why? Why is it again, Grim, that you're doing an Envy channel topic? Well, you see, everyone, it's part of the dream catcher of optimal grip. As a measure of finally getting our first accountability stalker in the form of Pastor Paul demonstrating how to be an accountability stalker. He publicly took my little, like, "It's time to eat the lion, boys," and threw it on the big X network. Ding. And now I'm going to have to eat a lion. So I immediately decided you take the big task and you break it into smaller parts. And the smaller parts we've broken it into is the 7 deadly sins, which the beast uses for control over the will of the vessel in the Gospel of Thomas nonsense that we've adopted because I think all the humans are probably wrong sometimes. Maybe even the broken ones are right twice a day. And if we go around and gather all the right pieces, we can make and we're making the dream catcher of optimal grip by identifying the deadly sin and then finding the proper the opponent process of envy inside us, and then we will figure out how to communicate. And I don't know, but that's part of eating the lion, is identifying the lion of envy. And we're going to get started on that right after this one.
The list?
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right? What room? I want to cast magic missile. The room where he's casting all these spells from. He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting magic missile.
Why are you casting magic missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Well, there seems to be some moogle of a theremin conversation with a tie-in to the Andy Kaufman thing. Here I come to save the day. Stop it, Andy. Stop it. McMull with, fun fact, there are 5 professional theremin players and 4 are ladies, like the harpsichord of the polyhymnia. Did you know polyhymnia was apparently a Greek goddess? I learned that today by hanging out in the Broken Clock Tower Discord, where I was first to discover that we all know that there is no agency. Any living gent can see doing what is right for me. Is lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency. We shall begin our exploration into envy with something that you should very well be envious of, and that is Captain Daniel Reynolds, the guy over there on the right. This fella, right by the V&A bubble, you see him over there? If you're just listening, he's very smiley with a strong and powerful chin in some sort of military uniform next to 4 people holding up a United States Space Force flag. And we've learned, like, is this the article we saw it in? Let's see. It may be. It is. In May 21, he became the first Guardian to graduate from U.S. Army Air Assault School. In April of 22, he became the first Guardian to graduate from the 28-day-long Sapper Leaders course, becoming the first Sapper in the Space Force, Captain Daniel Reynolds. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is something you and all of your children have every right to be envious of. This is human history that is being written before us. And sometimes I think envy is appropriate. Is it not? Does an appropriate, healthy level of envy correctly identify what we hold as ideal? Make America honest again. Choose denim.
Oh, shoot, where was I going with this? Attention.
All right, welcome. We're moving on to something else. Neutrino brought this into the hive mind. Danny, come on. I don't know if anybody's bought a hat yet. It's very expensive. Asteroid 33 Polyhymnia may contain elements outside of the periodic table. And of course, that triggered my 33 thing. And Polyhymnia sounded like, why would they name an asteroid that? I went as far as to do the due diligence of a second tab, a search on the asteroid itself, which the automatic answer to all our questions says it's a potential kudo. This it has a density of 75.28 grams per cubic centimeter, making it a potential kudo. It may contain elements above Z equals 118, possibly with other types of ultra dense matter. And then I actually went as far as to Google the fancy pants name Jean Charonoch. And like, why is that guy getting to name things in the sky? But he named it after the Polyhymnia, the Greek muse. Apparently there's several of those. One of them's of sacred hymns. And the photometric observations, yada, 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 yada. So, and Ups has provided our comment section with some fabulous information on Polyhymnia we'll get into right after
one thing is sure, a great change of our psychological attitude is imminent. That is certain. Why? Because we need more. We need more psychology. We need more understanding of human nature, because the only real danger that exists is man himself.
And whoosh.
Now, Ups is a executive producer member of the Whitey stream. So take into account that when you consider his words, such as Polyhymnia was one of the 9 muses, the goddess of music, song, and dance. And where's the next part? Hey, Lenny. The next part. Hey, Lenny. Here. She was the muse of sacred poetry, sacred hymn, dance, and eloquence, as well as agriculture and pantomime. Wow. So you'd think that maybe if muses do such a thing, she might stick her... possess. They possess? No, the muses don't possess. Those are demons. Silly me. Silly me.
I'm attacking the darkness.
And also brought to us in the Discord this morning, you guys are so fabulous, you make my show, is a beautiful visualization of us in our information situation with the fire ants in the flood, because apparently scientists decided to torture this band of those fire ants in the following manner for us to be able to...
But fire ants won't sit for
It is well known that it has been corrected by, I believe, the Emperor Reiki himself, that the Awakening from the Meaning Crisis series was mistitled because it should have been Awakening to the Meaning Crisis. And I would posit that the paying too much attention to the Meaning Crisis is like paying attention to the aftermath of the weapon and not the actual damage, which is the destruction of the extended and then nuclear family down into the atomized and isolated man, which a cult is the favorite thing for a cult. Those are exactly what we're looking for.
No. Remember, no. This is something I deeply agree with, is no. No. But
I mean, it basically regards itself as a meta theory. It regards itself as capable of passing judgment on all other theories. They are supposed to submit themselves to science to be told whether they're real or not.
I sort of give Descartes a short shrift in my own writing historically. He's a brilliant person, and gives where I knew he did was that, but his work on the mind and consciousness was really rich.
René Descartes was a 19-year-old ne'er-do-well, and he decided that he would go wenching and soldiering across Europe. This army made camp near the little town of Ulm in southern Germany. Worth noting. But that night, Descartes, in the barracks, had a dream, and an angel appeared to him, and the angel said, "The conquest of nature is to be achieved through number and measurement.
No longer was the world laid out as constituted by the non-contingent revealed truth of a God. Descartes was to carry out Christianity's will to truth, reaching its inevitable destiny, to question the divine source of this truth.
One of the things I find about Descartes that's interesting is there's a sense in which he is responding to the spiritual crisis being caused by the emergence of the scientific revolution, trying to get people, he's trying to give people an existential response to the way their world was being torn asunder by the scientific revolution. And unfortunately, that existential aspect of Descartes' work has also tended to be not properly remembered.
Our developments have always been created at the promptings of invisible voices.
I think we can probably stretch each line out for a couple of days. So what I would like to do is, if you would be so kind as after the stream finishes to add your thoughts on envy in the commentary section, and then we can talk about those tomorrow as we move on in our exploration of envy and its opposite, which I have to yet unnamed. However, I thought perhaps that there was coincidental synchronicity involved. That one of the most recent Jonathan Dumire contributions I watched was this, and on inferiority complexes, and I believe it may be related.
Frustrate us in our pursuit of superiority and trigger feelings of inferiority. Feelings of inferiority are based on the subjective evaluations we make of ourselves or the conclusions we draw with respect to our ability to reach our goals. If, for example, someone is poor, but money is not an important part of their self-ideal, their lack of wealth will not trigger inferiority feelings. On the other hand, feelings of inferiority can arise in the absence of objective inferiorities. Very often people perceive themselves to be inferior in ways which have no basis in reality. How we react and adapt to our inferiorities strongly impacts our psychological health and the overall quality of our life. Adler suggested there are two primary ways people deal with feelings of inferiority. Either we see the circumstances which produce them as challenges to be confronted and so make use of coping behaviors, or we view them as problems to be avoided and resort to safeguarding behaviors. Safeguarding behaviors are used in the attempt to convince oneself and others that the reason they have failed to address their inferiorities and moved closer to their goals is because certain obstacles, which they claim lie outside of their control, are impeding their progress. At other times, instead of relying on excuses and symptoms, people turn to the safeguarding behavior that Adler called distance seeking. This entails procrastination, or only taking the tiniest of steps forward before falling back into one's comfort zone.
So, is it true? Does envy and inferiority have anything to do with each other? And are they helping us identify that it's one of many lions that compose the Dreamcatcher of Optimal Grip?
I'm attacking the darkness.
And then we had the intro, and then. So yeah, that's what we have for today's intro in deep dive. Like now the first tentative steps toward the green lion of envy, and the mysterious way that the AI decided to represent it in a portrait with the green eyes, with everything else. It's like all the other color of that world is gone, except for the green eyes of passionate envy. So, envy, what's its opposite? Is there a healthy version? And what are the deepest downsides of following it? Thanks to Chad for the peacock, Ups for the young whoosh, and Franco for the samurai. Stay tuned as we will see them over and over again. Meanwhile, I don't know. Catch that 3-hour stream I was on for 5 minutes. I hope